See, look, this autopilot mode, all of us go through it. You see what I mean? All of us go through it. There's going to be times where, like, we're always on our damn phones and we don't know how to put it down. You see what I mean? I've been better at it throughout the years. But this is like a video for my 14-year-old self. You see what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people, to this day, despite the age, honestly, despite the age, because I've seen a lot of immature adults throughout the years. I've seen so many that act so immature towards their parents, and they don't know how to appreciate them, no matter like what has happened, and the forgiveness is just not there, and they let this thing just fume and grow inside of them, and then they start saying things they don't even mean, and it just crumbles down. And I've been there, you see what I mean? And it's just not a good feeling right after, because you actually don't mean the things that you say, and it's not really ideal for you to actually hold resentment towards them, because it makes you not, it doesn't just make you look bad like toward in their eyes, but in reality you look like a fool. You see what I mean? A fool is just like someone that just does things out of the ordinary and it's just out of whack. A fool. Bad can mean many things. You see what I mean? Also a fool. But that's my own definition of a fool. But that's the thing, is that how can you stop being this way? How can you stop being this way? Well, a lot of the times we don't analyze our own habits that we do and the people that we hang around with. And we don't, and actually, probably the biggest one has to be like us reflecting onto what we're doing, how we're treating other people. Because sometimes we think that we are the best and we are good at what we do and there's nothing wrong. And you have to question yourself, am I doing things right? You see what I mean? Am I doing things right? And if you got your own relationship with God, you gotta have those talks. You see what I mean? You gotta have those talks. You just cannot just be living your life mindlessly thinking you got it all under control. You see what I mean? Because obviously you need a creator to get yourself right if you're over here all over the place. You see what I mean? You know, all of this social media, all of these things have made young adolescents just lazy. It's just made us lazy. We don't want to do things outside anymore. I'm not saying everyone, but I feel like the majority that I've witnessed, and myself at the time, I did not want to include myself into things that were trying to help out people, trying to help out my parents, and it later on bites you, and it bites you in the ass, because it's just like you're not doing these things that involve with life, and then once life gets you and you move out of your own house, which it can be washing the dishes, cleaning your room, mowing the lawns, cutting whatever leaves, moving things, and simple things like chores. And if you can't even do those things itself, what makes you think you can do anything? If you can't even value your own spacing and what you have around you, how are you going to value the things that you actually want in the world? Because you won't. It won't be enough. You think that it will. You think that it will fulfill you. But if you can't do the small things, then the big things won't even matter. It's trash. It builds your character. All these things build your character. And I understand sometimes parents can be annoying. And I really don't know the circumstances that can happen. Okay? But sometimes you have to put yourself out of your own perspective and try to talk to them. See what they're coming from. And there has to be this one person that has to have the courage to do that. There has to be one person. It can either be your parents or you. Because I know they can be stubborn sometimes, and maybe you can be stubborn, but you got to let that go. You see what I mean? You got to put it out of the door. You got to be the bigger person, go up to them and talk to them. Let them know and apologize for the way that you've been acting, and literally change your ways. Change your ways. And if you fall down a couple times, look, get back up and remind yourself, look, if this really matters to me, I really got to do something about it. You see what I mean? Because it's your future. You know, you just cannot be messing around with it. What you do right now, and you're over here messing around with it, look, like literally what you're doing right now, you may not think that you're messing around with your future, but literally, like if you look back 5 years ago, everything that you've done has led you where you are right now. And if you're still living with your parents, look, everything that they've done, whatever jobs, whatever things that they've done, has led them to where they are right now. And especially by the things that they have, the new car that they got, the new house that they got, whatever it is, it's led them to right now. So you got to wake up, buddy. You see what I mean? You got to wake up. I'm just trying to knock some sense. You see what I mean? Having some sense of realization, because I didn't have this. I didn't have this at your age. You know, I didn't have it, so I want to give it to you. That's my gift to you. But like, comment, subscribe, and keep that in mind.